This is going to be a short video demonstrating a new feature in the HDR Sun and Sky kit for Modo. So there's now a script which allows you to bake down the image so that you can render the scene using network rendering or a render farm. So I'm going to show you how to run the script and also what's going on under the hood. So let's start by launching the HDR Sun and Sky kit. I'm just going to open the kit's popover and just drag it to pin it. And then I'm going to click on the icon for the HDR Sun and Sky and I'm going to double click to add one to the scene. Now let's just move the camera and then I'll click on the control locator and let's make some changes. Let's bring the sun down, let's reduce the cloud cover and I'll rotate the sky. So it's important to make those changes just to demonstrate that the baking down of the image is working correctly. Now if I go to the environments and I expand them, you can see that in each case there's just one holder image in there. And if I open the images tab, you can see that we just have the holder image and the holder template in there and nothing else. So basically the background images are being dynamically updated by the kit, but the problem with that is that you need to have the kit installed in order to be able to render the scene. Otherwise, you're just going to render out a blank holder image. And so now there is a script in the kit which will allow you to bake down the image so that you can render it using network rendering or a render farm. And the way you access the script is to hold Shift and then click on the HDR Sun and Sky icon. And instead of opening a preset browser, that's going to open this button which says Freeze Images for Network Rendering. So I'm going to press that now. And you can see in the Images tab, after running this script, what we now have is an actual specific image rather than the template image. So after running the script, we're no longer pointing to a dynamically updatable image, but to a specific image in the kit's directory. And this has two consequences. The first is that you can consolidate the scene. So if you go to File, Consolidate Scene, this is going to save out a copy of this image outside of the kit and into your local folder so that you can then export your scene for use on a render farm or for network rendering. And the other thing it's going to do obviously is that it's going to break the dynamic part of the kit. So if I was now to try and change the sun height or the cloud cover, nothing's going to happen because we only have this one image. The rotation control does still work and the sky brightness control and the backdrop brightness control also still work. But dynamically changing the sun height and cloud cover is no longer available once you run the script. So just to recap, if you want to run the script to bake down the image, hold Shift and click on the icon for the HDR Sun and Sky kit, and then click on this image that says Freeze Images for Network Rendering. I hope that you find this update useful and thank you very much for your support.